presenting.
Good evening. Congratulations to the new Hall of Fame members. Welcome to the family. Congratulations to the All-City team. It's nice to see all the Hall of Fame members here. I believe it's a great honor to be part of this great group of people. I would like to also congratulate Clark and Carl Pulser for winning the USBC doubles this year. And Gary, you said it. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the newest members into the Hall of Fame. It's Darren Hansen. When he called me, asking me to do this, I asked him why he wanted me. I said I wasn't a very good public speaker, and I'm not very funny. His response was, I got both those items covered. The first time I met Darren was at Elmer Byer Classic, which took place at Sunray Bowl. He was working the front desk. I thought he was 18, but he told me tonight he was probably 20 or 21. And Darren and I became teammates and bowled many tournaments together. I could tell you some stories, but I figured I'd better stay safe and not do that because silence is golden. I will not go into Darren's bowling history as it is very lengthy, and I'm sure everyone has reviewed tonight's program. His record speaks for itself. It is my honor to say to Darren, welcome to the St. Paul Bowling Hall of Fame. Come on up, Darren.
I would like to start by thanking my longtime friend and teammate and former insurance agent, so Clark, I'll be talking to you maybe later. He has been one of the many St. Paul bowlers that I looked up to and respected throughout my career. I would like to thank the Hall of Fame and its members for bestowing the honor to be up at this podium this evening. I also want to say thank you to my parents for hauling me around all those years as a junior bowler, which I am now starting to do with my son. To my wife for supporting me and letting me continue my passion for this game all around the state and the country, no matter how much stress I put into our lives. And to all those that I've called a teammate, for without them, I would not be able to stand here this evening. And lastly, to my one true coach that I still think about today and miss very much, Jerry Ernster. I'd like to offer my congratulations to my fellow inductees on their well-deserved recognition of their accomplishments and achievements. It is now very humbling to be mentioned in the same breath with the great St. Paul players, Norm Abrams, Rod Toft, Eddie Marin, Leo Mann, Denny and Terry Schott, Rich Moore and Al Loth, and all of the others. I mean, I could stand here for another 2 hours like Rich Anderson's 2001 Hall of Fame speech, but we all know we don't want to go through that again.
Only 30 minutes there. Come on.
I remember being able to go and watch all the big boys as a junior bowler, trying to learn, read about their accomplishments, and would hope that one day I could earn the respect as a competitor once I joined the ranks. This evening, I can say that I have. At the age of 13, my father would take me to Saxon Lanes to watch the straightaway league. You know, them scratch leagues, that's the term that they used all them years ago. And I would ask Mr. Corbett if I could keep score for his team. He always said yes, and he and his teammates, Terry Schroeder, Jim Johnson, Brad Subak, Chuck Vashaw, Chris Harrison, never made me feel as if I was being an annoying little kid down in the sacred settee area. They would joke around with me a little bit, all while still cheering each other on. And I believe this is where my passion for team bowling started. And for that, Mr. Corbett, Thank you. As I grew older, began competing more and more within the junior ranks, I wanted to learn more about the history of the game. Much of that knowledge came from Earl Johnson, National USBC Hall of Fame member of 1987. He was the daytime counter person at Saxon Lanes. I would come in and practice after school and before starting my shift as a porter, basically a kid who dumped ashtrays and wiped the telescore units clean. He would give me tips and tricks while I was practicing, but our conversation would always end with stories of his travels around the country and while competing with various high-profile teams of the 50s and 60s, and his tours, his time on the PBA Tour, of which he was a charter member. The bio of his USBC Hall of Fame career lists the teams he was a member of. Buddy Bomar's Falstaff beer team from Chicago, with whom he won his first 2 Eagles. Then there was Meisterbrow and the Hams beer team, both from Chicago. He then made his way to Minneapolis to join the Twin Cities Skippers for the National Bowling League. I always believed that he was fonder of the team aspect of the good old days. These stories added another level to the history of team bowling and a greater appreciation of competing with and against successful teams. I could talk about my time of bowling with the U of M college club team and all the various tournament teams I've bowled with. But as you can see in my bio, all of my association titles are team event based. To me, I've always felt the greatest joy being able to celebrate and win with others, my teammates, and my friends. If I have a chance to throw a strike to win a title in a singles tournament and I get the job done, I get to celebrate with myself. And to be honest, you look really weird if you high-five yourself. If I have that same scenario for a team title, I get to celebrate with a group of friends. And there is never a need to high-five yourself in that scenario. Same goes if I fail. I can take losing a singles title because I have no one to blame but myself. But when I fail the team, it truly tears me apart in that moment, knowing that I took something away from 4 other teammates. That scenario is what led me to continue to work at refining the craft of my bowling. And this passion for succeeding in a team environment is what made me apply to what is being called Team Lefty for this next year's USBC Open Championships. Mike and Mark Scroggins came up with the idea after Mike became eligible. They announced their intentions via social media and Jeff Riggle's blog, the11thframe.com. They received over 60 applications to fill 8 spots. When I was notified that I was selected, to say that I was honored is an understatement. This group that I'm now a part of is a great mix of youth and experience, of which I'm going to say I still have both qualities. And based off the conversations we've had so far, that succeed or fail, you will do so as a team. For me, for what I was taught about this game as a young boy and man, for the memories that bowling has given me, and that make me smile the most, those begin with people I can all call my teammates. Thank you.
Darren, congratulations, and we have 2 things for you. We have the USBC Hall of Fame plaque, or certificate, and our plaque, which everyone will get tonight. Congratulations. You want me to pin you?
I trust you.
Oh, yeah, right. You know what, I'm going to do it on your collar. No, I'm There's not much, but there you go. Congratulations.